What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C4 here, and today we're having another rebuild as voted by you guys on Twitter. I give you guys the option, so if you're not following me on Twitter, make sure you do that. It's in the comment section below, or whatever the description. I asked you guys to vote on what rebuild you want to see next out of a couple teams, and the Rams took it home. I think it was 60 to 40%. So this is going to be a different type of rebuild. They have a lot of superstar pieces in place. It's more so we need to help them and get them over the hump. We got Goff. I don't know if he's going to develop into anything, but I think he's won the MVP twice throughout of these rebuilds. We have Todd Gurley, who's a monster. We got Aaron Donald, just to name a few. So we're going to take a look here, week one, year one, at our roster. And there was one real surprising guy that I was I couldn't believe it. Because, like, sometimes you guys might notice if you start, I was checking out this roster before I jumped in. I was like, all right, well, it looks like we have to work on the offensive line. One guy jumped up like 6 points. It made no fucking sense. I don't understand. So Goff is starting out here he was a 77 before I popped in, and now magically he's a 78 for some reason. But he will be our starting quarterback. We'll put Case Keenum here. Let's get rid of him. Let's free up some cap space. Because we got a lot of these young guys still on the rookie deal, so they're going to be getting paid very shortly. We got Todd Gurley, 84 overall. Trey Mason's already on the trade block. We can get rid of him. Hopefully he's doing all right mentally out there somewhere. We got Harkey solid, Kenny Britt 85, Tavon Austin 80, and Brian Quick 80. I mean, a lot of people criticize the Rams wide receivers, but that's not horrible. There's been worse wide receivers around. We got Lance Kendricks here at tight end, 28, 78 overall. Higbee, I'm a big fan. If you guys watch any of my mock drafts or draft videos from last year, I thought Higbee was the sleeper tight end of the draft. So let's see if we can get anything from Kendricks and make Higbee our top guy. Here it is. Greg Robinson. He was 77 overall when I started this roster. 81. What the fuck? Like, I was totally like, I make notes before I do every rebuild, and I was already prepared to get a left tackle in either the first or second draft, because Greg Robinson, I was like, man, he's kind of a bust. He's not going to be better. So does anyone know why that happens? Maybe there's a reason. I don't know if it's like chemistry, or once like you boot in and it gets like the scheme fit, it might work. But I have no idea. That is ridiculous. We got Saffold. Our center sucks. Our guard sucks. We get Rob Havenstein, 80 overall right tackle. So our two tackles aren't too shabby. You got William Hayes, 31, 85 overall. Let's see if we can get something for William Hayes. We got Robert Quinn, 91 overall defensive end. I mean, defensive line is our bread and butter. We got Donald and Brockers here. Donald, 99. But I think we can move Dominic easily here to defensive end. I think he'll work. You know, that's just maybe my personal opinion. I remember when I watched him at Florida, I thought he could transition to a defensive end. We got Ogletree and Barron as our top linebackers. Really weak left outside linebacker. We got Joyner and Johnson as our two corners. Surprised Johnson's only a 79. I always thought he was like, look at that. They franchise tagged him at 14 mil. 79 overall. I thought Johnson was playing like at 84, 85 last year. We got Alexander 85 and McDonald 85 for our safeties. We got two very good young safeties, so we got to make sure we can hopefully keep them long term. Let's free up some space there as much as we can. And what kind of trade offers we got for Lance Kendricks? A third and a seventh, and a third and a seventh. That's not, I don't know, that's not too much, but we'll send him to the Giants. I think I'll take a third round for him. And then we got William Hayes. I have no idea. Second round, Shane Long. Julius Peppers. Yeah, let's do that one. What? First round pick from the Falcons? Hell yeah. I'm going to take full advantage of that. You sure you want the guy that believes in dinosaurs? First round pick for him? All right, if you fucking say so, bruh. So let's take a look here. What are we going to do? Yeah, here's where we're going to make easily our defensive end. Now that we moved William Hayes, I think easily can excel at defensive end for us. I don't know if his rating's going to go up or anything. It probably is going to fall down a couple points. What was he, 78, 79 right now? Speed rusher. I don't know about that. Straight, but look, it's 76, so it's a 2-point drop off, I think. But I believe in him. Maybe it's my Florida Gator bias, but I believe easily can get the job done, as he's, kind of a castaway from the New England Patriots last year. So let's take a look at our starting depth chart for year one. We had Goff at quarterback, 78. Will be, got rid of Case Keenum. Todd Gurley, Trey Mason. Unable to find a trade partner for Trey Mason. I think he's a free agent after this year anyway, so we'll just let him go. Harkey, 82 fullback. Wide receivers stay the same. I think we might bump up Nelson Spruce, because I remember watching the, whatever the fuck that thing's called, the training camp ESPN show. Spruce was really good. Higbee, like I said, I believe in Higbee. I think that he's a great talent. Greg Robinson, the magical Greg Robinson, I guess 81. We got Saffold 75, Tim Barnes 73, Jamon Brown 73. All this stuff's pretty much the same as it was when we looked through the initial roster. Now we have easily 76 overall defensive end, pairing him with Robert Quinn. Hopefully Robert Quinn gets the double teams, and it makes Easley's life a little bit easier. Brockers 83, Donald 99. I think Brockers still can develop a little bit. Left side linebackers looking real weak, and we can't even move anybody there. Yikes. Robert Quinn. Nah, whatever. We'll just take that one on the chin. We got Ogletree's linebacker, Barron outside linebacker, Joyner, and Johnson as corners, Alexander, and TJ McDonald as our safeties, Greg the Leg, and Johnny Hecker on special teams. So let's set our big decision, our season goal. Let's just make it 7 wins. I have 8 wins. We're going to go 8 wins here. A little bit one better. Because we don't want that 7-9 bullshit, I suppose. Let's go 8-8. I have no idea how this roster is going to work. I assume we'll probably struggle a little bit this year with Goff, but they're the wide receiver. Everyone shits on their wide receivers, and we got 3 guys that are 80 or above. NFC, we are at the halfway point of year 1, 4-3. Let's not look at our defense. There we go. Our defense is carrying the load here right now, as we might hit our 8-win goal. Let's see how the stats are looking at. Ooh, Jared Goff, 1,400 passing yards, 8 touchdowns, 7 picks. Not good. Not very good. I've had better luck with some of the rookies I've actually drafted, more so than Jared Goff, but all right. Todd Gurley, almost 600 rushing yards and 7 touchdowns, so he's on pace to get 1,000 yards, which is, that's always going to be good because we still want to continue to develop Gurley. I think we can get Gurley into the 90s for sure. Kenny Britt leading the team, 445-2. Brian Quick, 242-2. Tavon Austin, 347-1. Oh, come on, Tavon Austin. Gross. Higbee not having a good year. Not a good passing attack. Regardless, Ogletree leading the team with 45 tackles. On the sacks front, 6.5 from Dominic Easley. It's panning out. 6 from Michael Brockers, 5 from Aaron Donald, and 4.5 from Robert Quinn. So our defensive line is doing a very nice job. 4 interceptions for LaMarcus Joyner. And we haven't played him on the outside. A 5'8 corner playing on the outside. He must have one hell of a vertical. So let's see what we can get here in terms of re-signing players. Let's get TJ McDonald back long term. We got Kenny Britt, who's an 85, but he's 27, so I'm expecting regression at some point. I really want to go wide receiver. You're going to see at the draft. I forgot when I was recording this that we don't have a first-round pick because that's what they used to get Jared Goff. So I did some slight tweaking, I guess you could say, to the draft prospects. But let's get Trumaine Johnson here as well. We'll take a gamble that he'll be all right. Easily for sure. Already, proving that he's going to be a beast, a sleeper stud for us, if you will. So that does it for year 1 re-signings. Let's see where we finished on the year in the overall standings there. Ooh, 9-7, not bad. Second team out of the playoffs. 1 more win could have swung our way. Maybe we could have found ourselves in. But that's not bad. With an incredibly young team and I would say underdeveloped passing game, that's good. That's good. Oh, ooh, Jared Goff, 3,000 passing yards, 15 touchdowns, 7 picks. I saw that 15 touchdowns was the lowest out of any quarterback in the NFL, and more picks than touchdowns. We might be lucky to get even one or 2 points of develop out of him, let alone like the 3-point jump we can get sometimes. Todd Gurley was a beast, 1,300 yards, 16 touchdowns. Trey Mason, 420 swag, and 11 rushing touchdowns. So 27 total rushing touchdowns, 28. Harkey got 1. Kenny Britt leading the team with 68 receptions, 931 yards, 3 touchdowns. Not awful. Higbee having a decent year for a rookie. That's 70 overall, 585-3. Quick was 464-4. Tavon Austin was 603. And Gurley with 200 yards and 2 touchdowns. Ogletree leading the team with 118 tackles. Mark Barron with 103. Not too shabby. On the sacks front, my boy Dominic Easley. Let's go. 11.5 sacks. 11 for Robert Quinn, 8.5 for Aaron Donald, and 8 for Michael Brockers. This may be the best defensive line we've had to date, or we've had just even starting out. Joyner with 6 picks, Ogletree with 4, 3 for Johnson, and 3 for E.J. Gaines. So, I mean, defensively, that is what got the job done and got us so close to the playoffs because it clearly wasn't our offense. Aaron Rodgers won the MVP award. Pete Carroll won Coach of the Year. I'm not even going to check for Jeff Fisher. We're probably not going to have very many people here at all. Offensive Player of the Year, none. Defensive Player of the Year, maybe? Nope. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Goff coming at number 4. Higbee coming in at number 7. I'll take that. 2 guys on the Offensive Rookie of the Year is not too shabby. Look at Fat Rob, number 10. Let's go. Defensive Rookie of the Year, unrealistic. Jalen Smith isn't even playing. Best QB, no one. Best running back went to Mark Ingram. Todd Gurley coming at number 5. Only a matter of time until he wins that award. Odell winning Best Wide Receiver. We had no one. We're not going to have any offensive linemen. I guarantee it. Best defensive lineman. Okay, we had one of the best in the league, and of course that means no one made it. Best linebacker. Ogletree coming at number 9. And best defensive back. Joyner coming at number 2. That should help with some XP in developing him. No kicker as well. Let's take a look here at the Super Bowl at the end of year number 1. The Chiefs beat the Bengals and the Seahawks beat the Saints. So it's a Chiefs-Seattle. Like I said, Chiefs are a team I want to do a rebuild for, but more often than not, they're fucking winning the Super Bowl in this. So do I even need to do a rebuild? But we'll just say they're at the bottom of the list. They weren't able to win. The Seahawks are your year 1 Super Bowl champions. So let's take a look at the free agents for year number 1 and who can we get. Maybe a couple offensive linemen would be dope. Maybe a wide receiver. We got Willie Snead, the 4th. Philly Brown, Josh Gordon. Ooh, that's a nice guy to put in the title there. Let's send Josh Gordon off. I don't want to overpay for him. Oh, shit. Oh, we're number 3. Come on. Only number 3. We got Higbee at tight end. We haven't spent the XP yet. I assume he'll go up a little bit there. Offensive line. We got guard. Let's see if we can get Jokel. He was pretty good the rest of the Jags. He developed into like a low 80s. So getting him for 14 mil. Oh, let's keep ticky-tacking here. Trying to move it up there. And there we go. We got him. Center, we need a center for sure, but no one really good there. Chance Warmack is here at guard. We could, we'll be able to swing in Chance Warmack. Oh, fuck, we're way off the pace. Let's just beef up our offensive line here so I don't have to keep using the same kind of draft prospects in the offensive line. Plus, this is one of the first few years that we actually have a couple somewhat legit offensive line prospects that we can add to our team as I crack open a Blue Dew here. Come on, how much more? There we go. Defensive line, we're fine. Outside linebacker, we could totally see someone. Ooh, AJ Klein. AJ Klein's one of those guys a lot of people request that I add him. I don't know why in particular, but we should be able to get him for somewhat cheap, and he could be a decent tackler. Let's just keep, small increments here. We gotta be very conscious of the cap. So hopefully we can get AJ Klein. Maybe depth at middle linebacker would be nice, but I'm not really seeing much down here. Corner, anyone at corner? Marcus Cooper. We just could use, well, like EJ Gaines is our 3rd corner. He had 3 picks this year, so maybe we try to develop him a little bit. Safeties were definitely good. We need a kicker. No more Greg the Leg. So we'll go Hopkins. He's only 26.75. We're gonna lowball him with the smallest offer humanly possible here. 1 year, 3 years. Come on. I want, like, literally no one's gonna give you an offer. You look like a shitty kid actor from the 90s. So let's see how we did in free agency. We got Warmack, we got Klein, we didn't get Josh Gordon, but we got Luke Jokel. So I'll take that as we jump in to the year 1 draft. So there, I was expecting the whole time to draft a wide receiver, a certain wide receiver from Clemson. I'm not gonna say his name because you might see it later on. And I was like, oh shit, let's do this draft. Cool. And it's like we skipped right past the first round. I was like, oh fuck. So we didn't have that. I was shook. So now you're gonna see the worst draft you will see out of any of my rebuilds to date. Look at that. Literally, I've got maybe 1 or 2 corners out of all these drafts that haven't been a complete bust. Look at this. This guy looked good, ticked off all the boxes. 62 overall, 68 overall center, 66 overall wide receiver. Luckily, we hit on our 6th round center, who I made Ethan Posich from LSU. Obviously, Posich would go before the 6th round, but just because he was a high level and somewhat a recognizable name, we made him that. So now we have a 76 overall center, because centers was one of my biggest positions that I wanted to address. Wide receiver, corner, and center were the 3. And luckily we hit on a center, but that was, I have to say that's right up there with the worst drafts we've ever had. So look at our depth chart here for year number 2. We got Goff, 78, as our starting quarterback. That was at a 1 point, maybe not even. He didn't even grow. Todd Gurley, a 2-point growth from 84 to 86. We will take that. Trey Mason's still on the roster. Harkey stayed even at 82. Britt is staying even at 85. Austin didn't develop any. He was at 80 last year. Now we got DJ Cowan, our 2nd round pick, 3rd round pick, one of the 2, as our 3rd wide receiver. Higbee up to 76 overall tight end. Robinson, even though he was surprisingly in 81, he stayed at 81. Jokel 77, Posich 76. We got Warmack 82 overall right guard. That's a big free agency addition, helping Todd Gurley out. Havenstein stayed even at 80, so no develop on the offensive line. Dominic Easley went from a 76 to a 79 after 11.5 sacks. Robert Quinn stayed even at 91. Aaron Donald 99. Brockers, I think that's a 1 or 2 point jump to 85. Klein, our free agency signing at 77. Middle linebacker Alex Ogletree with a 1 point jump from 83 to 84. We got Barron staying. I think he stayed even there. I don't think he developed. Hopefully we can get him into the 80s. Jordan, after leading the team with picks, up to an 83. Tremaine Johnson, 81. And EJ Gaines, 76. Alexander at free safety, 87. And TJ McDonald staying even at 85 here at strong safety. That's our big decision for this year. We got 9 wins last season. So let's just see if we can get back to that again. Some no 7-9 bullshit, but maybe some 9-7 bullshit would be a good starting point. So let's sim here to the mid-season and see where we're at. We got a good oh shit, look at that. 6-1-1. Let's go. That is very surprising. It has to be our defense. Look at that, 160 points. Our defense is balling out this last year and this year. We are an old school team. Run the ball, rely on your defense. Goff looking a little bit better. 1,700 yards, 14 touchdowns, 2 picks. There we go. The interceptions are cut down. Hopefully we can get some development out of him. That's surprising turnaround though. Nothing has changed. He didn't develop anything. He was 78 as a rookie, 78 this year. I have no idea. Wide receivers stayed this. Wide receivers got worse. Doesn't make sense. Todd Gurley, 700 yards, 7 touchdowns. He's looking like he's gonna have a monster year. Kenny Britt leading the team with 563 yards, 6 touchdowns. Cowan, 400 yards and 3 touchdowns. Higbee, 279 and 1, and Tavon Austin, 201. Ugh. I don't know how to explain it. Ogletree leading the team with 67 total tackles. Mark Barron gets 61 there. And on the sacks front, look at this. Easily again. Pat myself on the backseat for having faith. 8 sacks. Aaron Donald with 4. Brockers with 3.5. Quinn with 2.5. On the interception front, Trumaine Johnson with 3. TJ McDonald with 2. And LaMarcus Joyner with 2. So let's re-sign some of these guys. Ogletree, face of our defense. In the linebacking core, we get him. Joyner, let's get him. We're throwing around a lot of money. And next, it's only a matter of time. We got Gurley. We got... Fuck, man. This is going to be tough. It's going to be tough to keep all these guys on the books. So we got Greg Robinson. Let's get Maurice Alexander here. We still got $29 million in cap for big man Aaron Donald. Let's go. $115 million contract. That's more than Cox and Ndamukong Suh. And look at this. I would like to play for a new team next year. How the fuck am I supposed to do a good rebuild when our franchise player wants to leave? It's Aaron Donald and Todd Gurley. Those are the 2 guys we need to build around. I'm going to have to probably try to break the bank in free agency period. Even though now everyone can bid on him. I don't think we can lose him. I don't think I can live with myself if I let Aaron Donald walk in free agency. So end of the first year, look at that, or second year, sorry, 11-4-1, second seed in the NFC. Is that a bye? Is that a first round bye? I think it is. I think it is. It is. Take a look here at the final season stats. Goff kind of slowed down a little bit. 3,400 passing yards, 22 touchdowns, and 13 picks. At least he has more touchdowns than picks this year. I mean, those baby steps. Todd Gurley was a monster, 1,300, almost 1,400 yards and 13 rushing touchdowns. Let's go. Kenny Britt breaking 1,000 yards. Good for him. 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns. Higbee with 639 and 3. Tavon Austin with 578 and 4. And Cowan with 646 and 5. And on the defense side of the ball, Mark Barron leading the team with 127 tackles. Alec Ogletree with 125. On the sacks front, look at this. 14.5 sacks. You guys are finding yourself a stud. Get Dominic Easley, make him a defensive end. 9 sacks for Brockers, 8.5 for Aaron Donald, who, fuck, that's a lot of good. That's a pretty good sack line for a guy going to free agency. 3 picks for a bunch of our guys there. So, I mean, great defense again. That's clearly why we had the success we had in this season. MVP went to Aaron Rodgers. Is that back-to-back seasons? I don't think we're going to have anyone here. Maybe here. Oh, look, Jeff Fisher coming in at number 6 Coach of the Year. Finally, someone's respecting the stash. Offensive Player of the Year went to Aaron Rodgers. Big surprise. We had no one. Defensive Player of the Year. Dominic Easley coming number 4. My God, I'm a monster. Have faith. Always trust your Florida Gators. DJ Cowan coming number 5 for Offensive Rookie of the Year. Defensive Rookie of the Year, we had no one. Best QB went to Aaron Rodgers. No one. Best running back, where's Gurley number 4, so that's a 1-point jump from 5 last year. We're coming for that goddamn award. Now, no wide receivers, no offensive linemen. Best D-line. Oh, Dominic Easley, number 2. Again, this guy's a beast. Absolute beast. Best linebacker went to Deion Buchanan. We had no one. Come on. Best DB went to Richard Sherman. And we had no one. Phenomenal. So somehow we were the number 2 seed in the NFC. And we still have to play in the wild card game against the Green Bay Packers. Phenomenal. We're not even the home team? Something's not making sense here. We were the number 2 seed in the NFC. Unless I'm missing something. I'm pretty sure. You can go back like 10 seconds to see that. Why are we playing at away game in the playoffs? Something does not make sense. So this is a tough task. I mean, the Packers are a team that have a lot of veterans that have playoff experience. We are an incredibly young team with no one having playoff experience, at least out of our key players. I mean, Gurley, Higbee, there we go. Oh, that's a 15-yard face mask as well. Higbee making a big play. Goff, super young, no playoff experience. Gurley, fucking Aaron Donald, Ogletree, the safeties, anyone in the secondary, no one has playoff experience. Does anyone even on, I don't even think there's one guy on the Rams right now that has playoff experience. Kenny Britt wouldn't have gone with the Titans. Everyone else is pretty much homegrown. Okay, let's do this. Todd Gurley's a monster. We just popped number 21, haha, Clinton Dix, as we get close to the first down marker. Move the chains. Let's go, motherfucker. All right. So now this is my first time, too, playing with this offense. I have no idea. I'm kind of skeptical with the wide receivers. It seems like we're going to have to go run heavy, which makes sense. Like, why wouldn't you? But we'll see. Oh, Kenny Britt hit him deep. There we go. Doesn't have the breakaway speed like some other guys. Maybe that was Tavon Austin. He would have took that to the house, but we'll take that. Great ball placement from Jared Goff, putting us on the 10-yard line. Is it time to let Todd Gurley eat here? I think it is. We'll switch to here. Madden saying this is the green box side, so let's run there. And look at that. Oh, Todd Gurley's in for the opening drive touchdown, setting the tone here at Lambeau Field. Why? It doesn't make sense. We were number 2. Why the fuck don't we get that bye, man? Is it the tie that we had or something like that? Maybe that tie is fucking this up. All right, so we're sitting here. They got a field goal. Oh, great. Now they get a touchdown. So let's pick up the ball here and try to get a score when there's still plenty of time left. Todd Gurley gets to the outside, and he's in. Nice. Second rushing touchdown of the game for Todd Gurley. That was looking pretty close. And then again, I wouldn't mind that being on the 1-yard line so we could eat a little bit more of clock. But, it is what it is. 14-10 lead over the Green Bay Packers at Lambeau. 17-10 as we convert a field goal. They get a field goal at the end of the first half. Oh, now it's their turn. Come on, give me a moment to play. Fuck. All right, it's a 1-point game. 17-16. Still just not giving me a moment to play. It tells me to come in and pick the big field goal. Let's do it. Let's kick it. Best field goal kicker on YouTube. Let's hold that true. Oh, that was not very good. Hey, there you go, Hopkins. Way to compensate for my lack of accuracy on that. That was not a good. That was not a field goal to brag about, but he still converted to make it a 4-point game. Why not? Hey, another kick. This is a goddamn kicking highlight reel. Boom. Hopkins good again. He's actually had a pretty good year for this year for the Washington Redskins. He's been one of the top fantasy kickers, if I do recall. So now we're going up 23-16. As the clock is just ticking away here. Ticka. And it ends. I actually kind of fucked up. Usually I have the score flash up. I decided just hit A because look, you can see it. Hold A to skip. I had no patience for this. All right, I was still frustrated we didn't have a home field advantage, let alone a bye. So now we're here in the divisional round taking on the Atlanta Falcons. See, look, 11-4-1. How come they had a fucking bye? They're 11-5. They lost. I don't know. Whatever. Just make it that much better when we win. So we're finding ourselves already in a 7-0 hole and 14-0 hole. Phenomenal. This defense, no moments. We kicked a field goal. Blocked. Oh, my God. All right. Well, this is what happens when you get a tie, I guess, and the game just takes liberties with your roster. 24-3. Hey, at least we weren't expecting to make the playoffs anywhere. 24-10. We get a touchdown there. 27-10. Ugh, third down. Ugh, gross. All right, kick a field goal. Let's see here. If they can get a... There we go. If they can make it 20... Ah, yeah, whatever. But, we set 9... What was it? Our goal was 9 wins. We ended up going to the second round. We already got, a nice playoff victory under these young guys' belts so that we can somehow repeat next year, have a strong draft, get back here next year. It won't be as nerve-wracking. Guys will be calm. They'll be calm, cool, under pressure. So let's see what happened in the Super Bowl. The Steelers met the Chargers in the AFC Championship, and the Steelers went on. And then the Falcons, who beat us, lost to the Carolina Panthers, setting up a Steelers-Panthers Super Bowl final, where the Pittsburgh Steelers beat the Carolina Panthers 24-21. I can only assume Big Ben and AB had themselves a day. So free agency period, year number 2, all in for Aaron Donald. We have $24 million in cap room, which is a decent amount. Look at this shit. Okay, we offered him 115, and he declined it. So let's just see here. What's Tennessee going to possibly offer you? If we can get him for less than 115, I'm going to be incredibly frustrated. Like, we're 113 and we're tied. Ooh, 115. Why would he just fucking accept in the first place? That is the exact same deal we offered him. He said, I want to go play for another team. So hopefully they don't bid. There we go. We brought back Aaron Donald. Big drama moment. Kind of gave you guys blue balls there. But we can't lose Aaron Donald. He's worth whatever whatever he wants. Pretty much give him the checkbook, write down a number. We will sign him. So let's take a look at draft recap number 2. Here's where things got funky. All along, I wanted to draft Mike Williams, who's regarded as one of the top wide receivers in this year's draft class. I forgot we didn't have a first-round pick, but that's what I wanted to go with offense. He's a redshirt junior, so technically he could stay another year, so that's what we did. He stayed until his senior season. We drafted him 78 overall. We had Anthony Walker Jr., the talented linebacker from Northwestern. He was 70-something. As we keep going on here, not a great draft. Not a horrible draft, not a great draft. But we got Walker with our second first-round pick. One of those we got from William Hayes. So we got 2 great playmakers right there. Fortunately, couldn't really find a corner. I would really like to add a third corner to this roster. But let's take a look at the official depth chart as we head into year 3 of the Rams rebuild here. What are we doing? What are we doing here, C4? Oh, let's spend some XP. I forgot to spend the XP last season. Let's see where these guys want to go. Look at that, easily with 17,000. Let's go. That's all on me. I'm patting, like I said, I want to keep patting myself on the back for that move. I knew, Florida Gator bias or not, easily would be able to get the job done. So let's take a look at the depth chart here for year number 3. Goff is up to an 82. What? 78 to an 82. Let's go. I don't know what his development trade is. I assume it's just a quick. Todd Gurley up to a 90. That's great. Very happy to see that. Todd Gurley, one of my favorite running backs in the NFL. Harkey had an 82 at fullback. Kenny Britt with a 4-point regression. He went from 85, now he's an 81. We got Austin staying even at 80 and Mike Williams 80. Higbee at tight end 78. I like him. Greg Robinson going from 81 all the way up to 85. What the fuck? Where's this stuff coming from? Jokel 79, Postage 78, Wormack 84, and right tackle Havenstein, we'll go Havenstein, 81. Dominic easily up to an 81 overall defensive end. Robert Quinn 93. We brought back Aaron Donald, thank fucking free agency, 99, and Brock is up to an 87. So this is a terrifying defensive line. AJ Klein 77 outside linebacker. We got Walker and Ogletree as our middle linebackers. Because we're a 4-3, let's make Walker the top depth guy, the first guy off the bench for all the linebacker positions. I firmly believe he can play inside and outside. Let's try to get him a little bit of playing time here. He might have to take over for Mark Barron. Maybe we can move some pieces around. Maybe move Mark Barron back to the secondary if we need to. Corner's looking a little weak there with Joyner and TJ McDonald. Our safeties, or Joyner and Tremaine Johnson. Our safeties stay the same. So let's set our goal here, 11 wins. We got 10 wins last year. Let's get 11 wins. Let's do it. Sim to the midseason point. Are we on our, the right trajectory to hitting our goal? Let's see. We are, 6-2. Not bad. Third place team in the NFC. This is, like I said, this is not going to be the more difficult rebuild. It's just more so plug and play, get some pieces. Hopefully we can get a couple in free agency like we did on the offensive line and get some skill position players around Goff. Goff, 1,500 yards, 12 touchdowns, 4 picks. So I'm really impressed with the interception numbers. It still seems like we're definitely a run-first team. Todd Gurley, 800 yards and 9 touchdowns. He's going to have one hell of a season. Look, he's on pace for potentially getting 2,000 yards. Let's go. Higbee, our leading receiver, 390 yards and 3 touchdowns. Kenny Britt with 530 and 6. Tavon Austin with 300 yards and 1 touchdown. Ugh. Mike Williams, 223 and 2. Ugh. Maybe we'll adjust the depth chart. Let's make Mike Williams our top wide receiver. Ogletree leading the team with 52 tackles. On the sacks front, 12 for Easley. Incredible. This guy's a monster. 7 sacks for Robert Quinn, 4 for Aaron Donald. Come on, 4 sacks from a $115 man. Let's get a little bit better production there. Barron and TJ McDonald both have 3 picks to lead the team. Let's take a look at we got $12 million in cap room. Let's be smart. So we got to sign Rob Havenstein. Todd Gurley. Oh, man. Come on. Come on. Be good to me. Be good to me, Todd. There we go. Got Todd Gurley. I don't know how the fuck we're going to be able to sign Goff when we need to. Hopefully we can find a way into the playoffs here. Where did we finish? Ooh, looks like we were 3rd in the division. Not good. Ooh, last team. There we go. Last team in the playoffs, 10-6. Oh, man, that would have been bad. That happens a couple times, man. Sometimes we'll go really deep in the playoffs, and the year after, when we only get better, we still somehow miss. Maybe the strength of schedule or something plays into that. But made the playoffs back-to-back years. Let's go. Goff, 3,300 passing yards, 23 touchdowns, and 10 picks. So the interceptions are looking good. The touchdowns are still, I think he said he was 22nd overall in the league in passing touchdowns. But when you're a run-first team, that kind of makes sense. Todd Gurley, almost 1,500 yards and 15 touchdowns. This guy is a monster. He might even be able to crack the MVP shortlist. Receiving, Higbee led the team, 791 yards and 7 touchdowns. Kenny Britt with 800 yards, 6 touchdowns. Tavon Austin with 628 and 4 touchdowns. And Mike Williams finishing strong into the season with 643 yards and 5 touchdowns. So maybe moving Mike Williams to one of the starting spots is the kick in the ass he needed. Alec Ogletree leading the team with 101 tackles. Mark Barron with 1. So pretty much rinse and repeat from last season. On the sacks front, easily, again, 14 sacks. Incredible. Robert Quinn, 12 sacks. Aaron Donald, 7 sacks. And Michael Brockers, 3.5. And on the interception front, we got 4 interceptions for TJ McDonald, 3 picks for Mark Barron, 2 for Ogletree, and 2 for Tremaine Johnson. So let's take a look here at the final season awards before we jump into a very crucial playoff. So Aaron Rodgers looks like he won his 3rd fucking MVP in a row, which is ridiculous. Jeff Fisher coming in as number 7 head coach of the year. Cool. Offensive player of the year. And there we go. Todd Gurley coming at number 8. Come on, put some respect on his name, though. No defensive player of the year. No. Oh, 2 offensive rookie of the years. Marquise Witherspoon, who's a backup running back, and Mike Williams coming in at 6 and 7 respectively. I don't think we had any rookie defensive players. Best QB. Oof, no Goff. Best running back. Gurley coming number 2 to Ezekiel Elliott. That's just probably biased Cowboys fans in the voting there. Haha, triggered. No offensive lineman. And defense. Oh, easily coming at number 3 for defensive lineman. He's a beast. We already know this. Best linebacker, we had no one. Best defensive back, we had TJ McDonald coming at number 8. Cool. So let's take a look here as we jump into our second back-to-back playoff experience. Back-to-back wild card as we're taking on the 11 and 5 Washington Redskins at FedEx Field. Is it still called FedEx Field? I think it is. Either way, shouldn't have changed it. So we're going to start off here. Let's get Gurley involved. Well, hey, this is our first time using Mike Williams, too. Hopefully we can make an impact with him. But we're going to start off with the screen pass to Todd Gurley. And that did not quite work out. We should have, I don't know. Maybe should have went someone else there, Jared Goff. I still can't get over he didn't have a fucking bye last year in year 2. All right, let's keep feeding Gurley. Let's go. Oof. That was a collision. They got Will Hill. Big free agency signing from Washington. Beating Gurley. But hey, 3rd and 4, so making a manageable 3rd and 4 for Goff. We know we're not a big passing team, so the shorter the down, I assume we're going to have lots of check downs, lots of slants, not a lot of deep balls. Let's just try our best. Goff scrambles for the first down, slides, and gets down. Maybe a late hit there. Come on, Mr. Referee. Will Hill getting on the tackle again. Looks like he might touch the helmet of my quarterback. Please. 15 yards. Ejection. Something like that. All right, we'll keep running these somewhat conservative plays until I can get a better feel for this offense. And hopefully we're not one and done, so I can actually get that better feel. So we're going to connect with our first-round draft pick, Mike Williams, getting very close to the first down marker for Jared Goff's first completion of the game. And then we're going to try, another screen pass. Todd Gurley. Let's go. Get our best player out into space, and good things should happen. Drop back. Ooh, there we go. Oh, come on, 51. 51 would have picked up that block. That could have been at least 20, 30 yards. Maybe even take it to the house with a guy like Todd Gurley. That 90 overall Todd Gurley, though. All right, see if we can spread out their defense a little bit and make some plays up in the middle of the pitch. Right, dropping back. Great pocket. Plenty of time hitting Higbee. Let's go. Higbee, I had faith in. Oh, is he gone? He's gone. Higbee with the touchdown. Oh, 1 yard line. Well, close enough. Like I said, I was a big fan of Higbee during the draft process. I thought he was the sleeper tight end this year, and he is. Like, it was pretty much Higbee, honestly, and Hunter Henry in this year's draft class. I'm not really sure what's going on with Higbee in real life, but I trusted him in this rebuild. And even though he's nothing special, he's not even in the 80s. I think he's like 78. He's still paying some dividends here to help me out. But Witherspoon, I thought this was Gurley, but Witherspoon, hey, you know the guy that actually finished ahead of Mike Williams in the Offensive Rookie of the Year voting, coming in for some spot duty for Todd Gurley, who's getting some Gatorade on the bench, gets us our first touchdown on the opening drive. Let's go. Come on, defense. Make some stops. All right, now we're sitting in a 7-7 ball game here. Oof. 14-7. Hey, the computer got us a touchdown. Cool. Now, how about stop them? No, of course, they're going to equalize. And, of course, they're going to go ahead before the end of the first half because you know how that Super Sim does. Okay, let's get a big player. Let's test. Mike Williams, the rookie, Mike, with the monster catch. Mike Williams, let's fucking go. Looking for the offensive pass interference. Get the fuck out of here, bud. Mike Williams is a beast. Let's burn our timeout. We still got one left in the bank. That is what you spend a first-round draft pick on a wide receiver for. Mike Williams with the vertical, 6'3", big-bodied wide receiver, making the play. That could have been very easily an interception. Very impressive catch. Let's hit Higbee out of the back and the equalizing touchdown to make this a 21-21 ball game at halftime. Higbee is a beast. Gurley is a beast. Mike Williams is a beast, and Goff is very efficient. This is a high-scoring game, though. 42 points in the first half. Hopefully, if you were betting on this game, you took the over. Washington was able to capitalize and get a touchdown. So now we're here on the 14-yard line with Todd Gurley trying to equalize. What are you going to do, bud? It's Todd fucking Gurley. I don't blame you, 25, for not trying to take him head-on. DJ Swearinger, as Gurley gets the equalizing touchdown to make this a 28-28 ball game. And they turn the ball over, and we get excellent field position in the red zone. Costly interception. I don't know if they still have Kirk Cousins as their quarterback or not. But come on, you can't make a mistake like that. Let's hit Gurley out the backfield, and horrible. Another one. Our screen pass game, or just basically passes the running back game, are not working very well. But you can see Goff very efficient. I think he's 18-21, 200 yards and 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. So if it is, in fact, a battle against Kirk Cousins, Jared Goff is winning the battle thus far. With Higbee here, great catch. Contested catch, I've seen guys that are much higher rated drop those passes. So nice. Look at that reception. 7 receptions, 102 yards, and a touchdown. A monster day for Tyler Higbee. Hopefully the Rams in real life don't give up on him. I think he's quite the talented tight end. So let's drop him back. He can be the best tight end they've had since Jared Cook. Drop him back. Excellent pocket. Hitting Higbee again for his second touchdown of the game. Man, credit right now. Best thing going in this game is our offensive line. They're giving us plenty of time to throw the ball with Jared Goff. And I mean, if you give me time like that, I'm going to be able to pick those passes up all day long. Come on, defense. Stop them. Oh, come on. Oh, no. Oh, it's a 35-35 ball game. Incredible pace to this game. Not a lot of defense being played from two teams that had some of the best defenses from the regular season. But now 3rd and 3 here, just before the 2-minute warning. This is it. We do not want to give them the ball back. That's it. Higbee again. He's monster. Oh my God, keep going. He's a beast. Oh shit, he is a motherfucking animal. Tyler Higbee, let's go. Get off him. Get off him. You can't come with them sorry ass tackles. Now it's in our hands. We're on the 44. We only need maybe a first down or two to kick the field goal to go ahead. But then again, that's not our mindset. We got to play to win, not play not to lose. You know, we got to play more like the Oakland Raiders and less like the actual Jeff Fisher LA Rams. But luckily, or unfortunately, they actually made a bunch of good stops. So now it's 4th and 5. We got Hopkins. That should be good. A little bit of a revenge game from him. You know, the Redskins let him walk. He's coming back to kick the shit out of them, pun intended. So we go up the field goal, 38-35, and the defense holds strong. Big time win. Again, winning our first game of the playoffs and our first attempt of both seasons. 2 wildcard victories for our Rams already under our belts. Hopefully, we can make the next logical progression and win in the divisional round. So we got the Green Bay Packers again. Played the Packers. We beat them last year in the wildcard round. So this is somewhat of a revenge game for them. Goff was very efficient. It's in Green Bay, so Lord knows what the weather's going to be. It's snowing. Oh, perfect timing. Snowing. Nothing says, hey, let's play in the snow like all of our superstars. Well, I mean, Aaron Donald probably played in the snow, but Gurley never probably seen goddamn snow. Goff's a California kid. Oh, my God. All right, well, let's see what we can do. We'll start out with, we'll start out by just getting ass blasted on the opening pass. I think that was Mike Daniels coming through. Ugh. Troy Guion, one of the two. But not a good start. As Jeff Fisher's pretty sure his quarterback was murdered, but he's still in there. Good for him. Look at that. Hitting Tavon Austin. Oh, look at that burner. You're not going to catch him. Let's go. Timmy Turner. He'd be searching for a burner. Let's go. Tavon Austin takes that one. I think it was 75 yards to the house. 75-yard touchdown. What a way to make an impact. Maybe we just have the Packers number. Who knows? But the less, we're kind of a dink and dunk offense. Run game will work well in the snow, but for our passing attack, dink and dunk, you're just asking for your wide receivers to slip on their routes. As it's a 10-10 ball game, we convert on the field goal to make it 13-10. It's low scoring, not the 35-35 shootout or whatever the fuck we were with the 38-35 shootout that we have with the Redskins. So it's a fine little mix here. But we're showing that we can get it done. Whether we have to outscore the other team or play defense, we can get it done and run the ball. Look at Gurley. Oh, let's go. Oh, my God. Beat that guy. Shit. That's one thing. Gurley, I think he had 88 trucking. I'm not really trucking guys over, but that was phenomenal play there. Almost as good as the Mike Williams catch in the last one. So 13-10. Hopefully, the goal here will be to eat the clock and get whatever points we can get, be it a touchdown or field goal. As we hit Mike Williams, making another contested catch. That is the big thing I'm noticing. I've played so much Madden lately, be it the legendary rosters or these rebuilds or anything, and it seems like no matter how good the player is, they don't make contested catches. That's what's been happening. Everyone, Gurley, Mike Williams, the rookie, Higbee, all these guys are making contested catches. Is what I love to see. As we had Gurley on the backfield for the screen pass to take a 10-point lead, hopefully in the halftime. We all know how the sim wants to work. When the opposition gets the ball, just 31 seconds for half, that's usually an automatic touchdown or some form of score. But right now we have a 10-point lead. Let's go. Hold on to that defense, playing strong. Able to get another field goal to make it 23-10. They're struggling. 23-10 now. They pretty much burnt and wasted all the clock in the third quarter. Had to force a punt. We have the ball here. Oh, my God. 3rd and 2. Todd Gurley stiff arms a guy into next week, bringing the ball up all the way to the 1-yard line. Should be able to burn the clock here to the 2-minute warning. But I'm feeling this man. I'm not the biggest Rams fan, but fuck, we're getting it done. I don't know. I'm going to say it's me, though. It's definitely not Jeff Fisher. It's probably more me than anyone. But you know what we're going to do on the 1-yard line? What we're calling for. The fans in the stands are in Lambeau on those shitty wooden benches. Pitch. Are they saying bitch? No, I think they're saying pitch because it works every time. Todd Gurley with the touchdown, uncontested. Great block there by Harkey. as this game, we're going to the fucking NFC Championship, baby. 31-10 victory over the Green Bay Packers in Lambeau in the snow game. The Californian team pulls through. Who would have fucking guessed that? Not this guy. I mean, even before, if this was still the St. Louis Rams, half these guys that have been here for a long time play in a dome. So we're going to the conference championship against the Seattle Seahawks, a big-time rivalry matchup. Don't want to go home. Man, how sweet would that be? Not only somehow fucking managing to make the Super Bowl here with this fairly decent team, but beating the Seahawks to do it. So we're controlling the clock here as I think we got the ball to start, but we're in prime scoring position here. This is a game that, I hate using the term a field goal is as good as a touchdown, but I think this will be a low-scoring game. Battle of the great defenses. Whoever makes the least amount of mistakes is gonna win. And then we go hit Higbee. I'm not even settling for a field goal. We're going to Higbee, the tight end, the monster out of, I don't know where he's from, Western Kentucky maybe, for the go-ahead touchdown, 7-0. And then our defense forces a turnover from Seattle. Russell Wilson, the very calm, composed quarterback that rarely turns over, already has one. 4th and inches. You think you go for the field goal, right? That's some 7-9 bullshit right there. Let's go for it. QB run. And then I thought, QB run, that's overthinking it. We have Todd Gurley in the backfield. How will we let the running back do the running? Let's get some power. Let's flex our muscles. And let's fucking get this. We're away. It's a loud stadium, they say. It's super loud. So the only thing we can do to combat that is the sound of our pads trucking the shit out of their guys. That's our loudness. That's our fan noise. Todd Gurley trucking the shit out of you. For the first down. That is big ball. Someone needs to go through my wardrobe. Get me a next pant size up, so you can somehow accommodate these large testicles I have. For going for it on 4th down in the NFC Championship against the Seattle Seahawks, the great defensive Seattle Seahawks. So now it's a 2-minute warning. Wouldn't hurt to take a couple minutes off the clock here with some chew the clock. I don't know if they'll burn their timeout. I assume they probably will try to be conservative with the clock, but whatever. We'll just scamper in with Gurley. Another touchdown. So we got a passing touchdown, a rushing touchdown. Fine balance to our offense in terms of scoring right now to get a 14-0 lead over the Seattle Seahawks. Looks like it's raining right now, so the weather conditions aren't great as Seattle gets a field goal before half. We get our own field goal to set us up 17-3. And we're trying, like I said, control the clock, limit Russell Wilson's ability to get on the field and make some highlight reel Russell Wilson-esque plays. We're just going to keep feeding Gurley. Let's go. Trucks that guy, brings the ball all the way up to the 6. 10-yard gain, 16 rushes, 63 yards, and 1 touchdown so far for Todd Gurley. TG3, picking the ball up here in the red zone. Make sure we change the tempo here to chew clock as much as we can every time we get the ball. Like I said, for this team to win and to have a shot at the Super Bowl, we're going to have to play grindy football. We're not going to be a high-paced, explosive offense as Gurley gets in for his 2nd touchdown of the game. Great ball carrier vision. Let's go. Let's go. 24-3. This is a blowout right now. What is going on with Seattle? They get let's just let it go. They're kind of making it close here. 34-17. And they get there we go. Last second touchdown. Still not enough. Your LA Rams, 3 years into the potential max 5-year rebuild, are heading to the Super Bowl. Let's go. 2 bad weather games in a row. We're able to come through. First game was a shootout against Washington. We were able to get the job done. So who are we taking on in this Super Bowl? The Pittsburgh Steelers, the 9-7 Steelers. We're really gonna need our defense to come up big here, fellas. They have an offense that we definitely cannot go shot for shot for. All right, we got Goff. Scramble with Goff here. Ooh, real close to the first down, just on the edge. 3rd and 1. It's time to call up Mr. TG3. Hey, someone asked number 30 what he's doing right now. Is he down for a first down? Because that would be exactly what this offense needs. As Gurley, maybe not. Oh, it wasn't even Gurley. Witherspoon, get that motherfucker out there. I want Todd Gurley in there. Don't want my goddamn 60 overall backup running back. Come on, Jeff Fisher, you're overthinking shit. All right, we got Todd Gurley here. First quarter is coming down to an end. 4th down again, playing not. Oh, fuck. Not good. Not good at all. Found ourselves already down a 7-0 hole. No. Down 13-0. Come on. Someone make a motherfucking play. Look, okay, we'll let the Super Sim take over for that. Make it 13-7. And now it's our turn once again with the clock ticking. Fuck, of course. Of course, Super Sim. Heaven forbid you give me a timeout and stop the clock before you let me take it over. We're going for it. There's no way right now that I'm kicking a field goal with this Pittsburgh Steelers team. We cannot come from behind. We have to be the team in charge, grind the clock out, and play good defense. There we go, wide open. So calm. Ice cold Jared Goff hits Tavon Austin, who's been a pretty much mystery ghost man all season. Give us a 14-13 lead here in the Super Bowl. 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Look at this, 3rd and 8. What are we doing here? Why aren't we running this ball? Let Todd Gurley out the backfield. Let's go, Gurley. Ooh, what's that guy set up? 4th and 2. Do we go for it again? It burned us once. But again, we shouldn't be anywhere near the playoffs right now, let alone the fucking Super Bowl. Maybe we should be in the playoffs, but nowhere near the Super Bowl. The fans are chanting pitch. Let's give it to Todd Gurley. Let's give it to our superstar. Sets the edge. Oh, there we go. Just muscles his way up to the 1-yard line. Perfect. We have to chew even more clock. Let's go. Exactly what we need. It's not pretty, but efficient. As we're almost we should be able to draw this down unless we get a touchdown right here, all the way end to the 4th quarter. Todd Gurley on the outside. Great block by Harkey. I'm loving it. Touchdown. 21-13 LA Rams in the Super Bowl. When would you think you'd ever hear that? Definitely not in year 3, I don't think. The Super Sim here in the 4th quarter. Defense is playing great. Stopping Le'Veon Bell, Big Ben, AB. Very impressive from them. Let's go. I am a rebuild god. In year 3, taking the LA Rams to the Super Bowl. Let's go. Thank you guys for watching another episode of Realistic Rebuilds. It's your boy C4 saying, as always, if it's your first time stopping by, subscribe. If you enjoyed the video, smash that like button. If you're a Rams fan, welcome. As always, in the comment section below, let me know what team you want to see next in the Realistic Rebuilds, and I will do my best to get the most requested team out there to you guys. Well, let's go. Todd Gurley, Mike Williams, Jared Goff, they're all beasts. Until next time, guys, it's your boy C4 saying peace out.